Gallant is a YA dark fantasy following the main character. Her name is Olivia Pryor. She is 14 years old, I think, and an orphan, and she's been raised in this like school for girls, sort of, but it's basically just an orphanage. And the only thing she has to connect to her background or like her family is this journal who belonged to her mother, and the very last entry is actually a message or a letter to Olivia telling her that she's sorry that she had to abandon her, but also that it was the only way she could keep her safe. And also, she warns her never to go to Gallant. There are two things that I want to mention about Olivia. One is that she is mute, and even though she knows sign language, nobody in the orphanage has ever bothered to learn. And so she has trouble communicating herself with other people, has no friends. And the second thing is that she can see ghouls, so like spirits. So one day, Olivia receives a letter from an uncle she didn't even know she had, and he is telling her that he's been sending letters to a bunch of schools and orphanages for girls, hoping to find her and begging her to come back home to Gallant House. And even though her mom's letter very clearly warned her never to go there, she is unhappy where she is and she yearns for family and acceptance, so she ends up going. Gallant House and the setting kind of reminds me of Coraline, sort of. I haven't seen it since I was a child because it traumatized me and I've refused to rewatch. And a little bit like Stranger Things, definitely more like Stranger Things. So you have Gallant, the house, and it's this beautiful manor that is a little rundown. There's only two staff for the big house, so like obviously some things are not as shiny and new as they might have been once. But beyond the house, there is a beautiful garden full of life. And towards the back of this garden, there is a wall that is falling down, basically with a gate. Beyond the wall and the gate, there is the garden. Again, but different. All of the flowers are dead, everything is dark, and then the house is there and it's similar, but it's not. It's very clearly falling down, crumbling, really. And there is something very dark living within the halls of this second house.